Welcome back to Black Clover Anime Review episode number 184. This will be the 52nd chapter of the manga. Well done. Where the Shogun himself basically chose to take part in the fight. He takes an eye patch through these little eye things, which, yeah, when I say all these, I'm like, wait, aren't these a symbol for the Sage 6 powers from Naruto? I'm sure they took inspiration from that, and of course, use those things to fire, and of course with everybody's like particular moves, one with firing guitar and various people with their magic, and pretty much the whole chapter is basically the seven Raikou, the Shogun, and Asta versus the five-headed dragon. Yeah, and the chapter ends with the dragon being beheaded, and that's it. Yeah, that's literally the chapter. That's all that happens. It is one of the quickest chapters to read. Yeah. Now what I just say about it. It's a good chapter, but it fell like really quickly because basically what I describe is basically like, oh, let's have basically the 7 members of this group, us and the Shogun, all take on the five-headed dragon and think it's already in the chapter. Like, what? But the most shocking thing with this chapter is seeing the Shogun went on this eye patch. Yes, which he takes off, and there's those little dot things, which whenever I see those, I think of Naruto. And I know the series has basically been accused of ripping off Naruto in some minor aspects. Of one thing, Naruto wasn't working for some agent of a country's government. He was working for his village's government as a shinobi. I mean, there's a difference between basically a wizard and a ninja. Total difference. And plus, Asta uses his sword whenever he fights thanks to his anti-magic thing. And Naruto uses jutsu. I mean, think about it. The only weapon he uses is mainly a small kunai. He doesn't bring out a freaking giant blade every time he fights. The only character ever had that was Zabuza, and he died in the second arc of the series. Yeah, it was like second arc of the series. Yep. So, despite people's claims, now, it only rips off mostly in the case of Asta a little bit. Like, what does Asta have in common with Naruto? Let's see. He is chastised, not being as strong as everybody else. He wants to come to leave the country. His captain is similar to Kakashi. The fact they're both badasses. And the fact that they're Kashi is more respected than Yami is. Yami is not that well respected. He's not respected for his abilities. He basically people like him because of his personality. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, and here's the thing about Asta. The difference between him and Naruto. Naruto has only had one woman in love with him the whole entire series. Asta has got 5 women in love with him. 2 cousins. A woman in a village he helped basically save with a little brother. And I believe was also a woman from an undersea temple who was a sister who wanted to become a singer. She's also got a thing for Asa as well. But you would think, okay, what about Vanessa? Vanessa is actually in love with Yami. Speaking of Vanessa, she's been absent for a long time. Yeah, it's like she's been forgotten for some reason. Yeah, I don't get exactly why that most of the... Well, in the case of this arc in particular, I mean, the only members of the Black Bulls feature so far in this final arc have just been Asta, Yami, and Noelle. And that's it. Yeah, and it's something that the main bad guy of this arc is not Asta. We're not going Game of Thrones. We're going with the guy who Asta inspired to be is a villain. Yes. Now, that is something different from in the case of Naruto, where somebody who a character I can respect becomes evil. Now you're probably thinking, is that taken from Naruto? No! No, it isn't. Naruto never had a leader of his village where he was basically just he or she turned evil toward the end of the series. Not really. That's made for this series. Facing their like having a long-running war arc, having war in our country, and well, that's similar to Ninja War. Okay, other series of that too, but I'm only dragging this out because I had to point out some minor flaws in people's logic that this series is a ripoff of Naruto. I mean, small aspects is, but not big, humongous leaps. I mean, Yami, yes, you can kind of say he's a bit of a small. He takes some inspiration from Sasuke. Noelle, you could say Sakura, but a bit more positive light because you can see definitely Asta with her because, well, knowledge to be a woman. But it makes some sense. I mean, heck, Asta could basically with 5 wives and basically no one give a damn. I mean, yes, but Asta himself also has a nun that he was in love with, but the one thing I appreciate with the start of this arc he did is he finally put that to rest. He basically has one last time to propose to her after she said no. He's like, I'm done. Yeah, no more. Yeah, I think the writer must have realized, though, that the whole trope of the series of him composing to a much older woman who was like a mother to him and him composing to her a lot. Yeah, that basically some people may not have liked it and probably felt as though it's the final arc of the series. Let's just put that to rest once and for all and have basically women around more close to his age and basically dating a woman who's basically about 10 years older than he is. Yeah. Oh yeah, one thing I also appreciate though about the final arc, at the start of it, Asta finally got promoted. First time since before the whole stuff with the Dark Elf stuff. Yeah. I think last time he was promoted was actually just after the Black Force. I think it was after his arms were restored. Yeah. And it's about time he was promoted. Yep. But yeah, not much I'll say about this chapter. It's good, but I had to basically put this up about the manga, okay? But next video's coming corner. I'll take a little break. Not from review, just basically for a couple hours, okay? Next video. Bye.